All right, up next is Razcuff. I'm gonna be bringing him in.
All right, cool stuff. Raskiv, how you doing, brother? He's muted.
Hello, hello.
There you go.
Let me stop the stream as I hear you.
That's
Just
fine.
as a reminder for everyone that's in the stream that's waiting in the channel, this channel specifically is set to push to talk. So
Yes.
while you're waiting in the Q&A lobby, make sure you set up your push to talk button.
Yeah. Raskiv, so what is your question?
Hello, hello again. Sorry for my voice. I
How you doing,
just
brother?
got sick today.
No, your voice is fine.
Oh, okay. So my question is about content creators this time.
Okay.
So I know that a lot of players hate to say the content creators or don't watch any content creators at all.
Yeah.
But I feel that in this current age, whenever a new game comes out, the game lives or dies based on what content creators think about the game. Yes, there might be players that will play no matter what the content creator thinks of the
Yeah.
game, but I feel like majority of the players decide if they want to play the game or not based on the content creator's opinion.
Yeah.
And considering that there have been a lot of videos for Dragonflight and Rise of the Lich King Classic, where Blizzard worked with content creators like Hurricane, Platinum, WoW, Nakura, Sidiu, Hazel, etc. And
Yes.
now, with the 3 Twitch drop events that they are doing, and also the Preach visit, do you think that Blizzard finally understand that they need the content creators for WoW to be good and recognized as a good game, have a good population?
Yes. I think Blizzard is doing a lot of things that seems like Blizzard have finally joined the 21st century, right? It feels like Blizzard have finally snapped that the old way of doing games is just no longer viable. Because it used to be, if you were a gaming company, you would bring out your game, you would plaster it everywhere with advertisements, and people would play it. Why? Because there were so few games to actually play. And usually, the only thing you really had to do was outbid everyone else. If you could have more adverts than anyone else, more people are going to play your game because selections are quite, well, sparse, to put it lightly. However, we now live in a world where people are literally plastered with ads from games all the way from mobile to console to PC and everything in between. You open Steam and there's consistently ads within Steam from different games that you could play. The indie market has become a giant in the gaming sphere. While individually indie games cannot compete with AAA titles, as a collective whole, it far outstrips anything that AAA industry has on file. So what happened is, as content creation became more and more of a thing, and I think here it's important that I just deviate a little bit from content creation and explain why that became so popular and why that's also dying at the moment. Just to be clear, content creation isn't, or content creators aren't going to be the be-all and end-all of video games forever, and that's again due to greed, quite sadly. So it was for a while the gaming media. We would all go to magazines like NAG, or there were a couple of TV shows. South Africa didn't have any, but there were worldwide. And you would listen to them. Whenever they spoke about a video game and they told you how good the video game is, you would want to try it because they wouldn't lie to you, right? Until they finally started lying to us. It didn't take long for us to realize, wait, these guys are voting games 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, but these are shit games. They're not good games to actually play. And then we realized, oh, wait, they're all bought and paid for by the massive AAA studios. And then came the content creator. With the advent of YouTube, suddenly you had a far more personal relationship with someone than ever before. You have this guy that you trust because they play the same games as you do, and that's usually how we choose our content creators, right? No one watches a content creator that plays video games that they will never touch. What would you have in common with this person? You watch people that you like because they play the same games as you. Now, if that person tells you this game is great, you're automatically going to trust that this game is great because you know the kind of games that they've said in the past is great, and you've tried those games and you've liked it too, so you trust their opinion when it comes to these things. Those opinions and that personal relationship is everything. Now, if you're a gaming company and you want to reach the largest possible audience, advertising is no longer the way to go. Magazines is almost definitely not the way to go. So now you can go for the cheapest option, which is content creators, and it is far cheaper. If you go to a content creator, you can pay them 50k and they'll play your game on stream. That's fucking nothing in the world of advertising. If you look at normal adverts, they'll charge you 2, 3, 4 million to make an ad for TV. A content creator is going to charge you 50k, maybe 100k to play your game on stream. That's it. So it's very cheap advertising, and people trust it. Sadly, these days, more and more content creators will take sponsorships for games that they themselves will never play. And the audience have grown accustomed to this. The audience have learned. I do not trust you because I know that you will accept payment from literally anyone willing to pay. That's why you see so many people taking all of these NFT games, taking sponsorships for these NFT games. Even now, when Bitcoin and all of the crypto market is fucking crumbling, when NFTs are crumbling, these people are accepting NFT scams because it's money. And if you're going to pay me, I'm going to accept it. I still get emails daily from NFT games saying, oh my God, we have this new MMO that we want you to make a video on and tell your audience about it. And I just delete those emails because I have said long before, I will only ever take a sponsorship from anyone that I use. If I don't play it myself, I won't take the sponsorship for it. But that's just the nature of the thing, right? And since I'm one of the few people that do that, most people just learn not to trust it. In saying that, there is also a lot of value in using people that people know. So when you're watching a video from Blizzard and you see Nagura there, and you watch Nagura's videos every day, there's a much more personalized connection that takes place in that moment. You're personally more involved because you watch Nagura's videos every single day. Sidiu, you watch his videos every single day, you see him on a Blizzard video, and you feel more connected. It shows the community that Blizzard cares because Blizzard is actually reaching out to their favorite content creators, but it also gives the community a level of trust. I also think, by the way, this is not even to do with creators. This is just to do with Blizzard finally waking the fuck up. The Twitch drops thing might be the biggest thing that has ever happened in World of Warcraft history. Why? Previously, the only people that would play World of Warcraft or watch World of Warcraft on Twitch are people who play World of Warcraft. So in terms of advertisements, not the best advertisement. Do you know how many people watch Twitch streams just for drops? Even if it's games that they know nothing about. If they see drops enabled, they watch because it might be a good game. It's going to be off the charts advertisements for this game. And again, it is technically free. You're helping the content creator out because having drops enabled means more views, but also you get to, reap the rewards of more people signing up and more people going. So I'm personally very much in love with Blizzard's new approach. I think it's high time that Blizzard pay attention to their content creators. I think it's high time because right now, content creators still have a lot of power. It's not going to last forever, like I already said, because of just greed. It's not going to last forever, but for now, content creators can absolutely make or break your game. If you have 5 massive content creators raving about how good your game is, your game will sell millions of copies. That's just the nature of the thing. If you have 5 very big content creators saying your game is shit, we've seen what happens there. Final Fantasy is a very good example of this. If it wasn't for Preach, if it wasn't for Asmongold switching over to Final Fantasy would not have exploded the way that it did. It exploded because suddenly people were seeing it and people were going, whoa, this is actually not bad. Let me go try it out. So yeah, fact of the matter is content creators can absolutely make or break your game. And I think Blizzard is doing a good job.
Let's hope we see you one day also in the videos. Maybe they'll forgive you. Maybe they'll forgive you as they forgave Asmongold. So.
The difference between myself and Asmongold and Preach is I used a lot more colorful language when I described my issues with Blizzard. I don't think Asmongold or Preach ever called Ian or Steve Denuser a cunt, which obviously did not go over well. Right? I don't think they enjoyed being called cunts. I don't blame them. Like I said, I take full responsibility for it, but I'm not sorry because I meant it at the time, and it's their job to prove to me that they're not. So I don't expect myself to ever get an invite from Blizzard ever again. Also, I live in South Africa, and as far as I know, Blizzard doesn't have a South African outreach program of any kind. They don't have a department in Africa anymore. They closed that one down. So even if they wanted to, I live so far away that if they sent me something from the EU, it would take up to 3-4 weeks to arrive. By that time, the promotions are probably over already. So I just think based on where I am, I wouldn't hold my breath. But hey, I wouldn't say no if Blizzard ever did want to sponsor me. Obviously, I'm not a moron. Unless the game sucks, in which case I don't want to be sponsored. So it really depends. Poison, by the way, thanks for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Raskov.
Yes. Thank you for letting me ask, and yeah.
No, thank you very much for asking.
Can't wait to see the other questions, to listen to what other people.
Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate it.
I saw a lot of story questions.
Yeah, there's like a shit ton of new questions. So I'm really looking forward to it.
See ya.
Cheers, Raskov.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Responds to an AI? What do you mean it responds to an AI,